Okay, let's check another equation out from intercept form. Y equals 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 1. And again, a is that number right in front of the whole equation right there. There's your a. Super secret opposite society, if x is equal to negative 3, right here, if I have x plus 3, super secret opposite society says that p will be negative 3. For my q, super secret opposite society says q will be 1. Anytime you're in parentheses with the quadratic, you will take the opposite of those signs. So I can plot those points right now. We'll go red for 2. We'll go green for we'll go green for my p of negative 3. We'll go blue for my q of 1. And so how do I find that axis of symmetry now? I add up my p and my q. Just add those numbers up, whatever they are. And negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. And again, it's going to be at negative 1. So we've got an axis of symmetry here. So whatever happens on the left is going to happen on the right, and my vertex has to be on this green dotted line from someplace. Well, how do I find my vertex? Well, if I know what my x-coordinate is going to be for my vertex, and my x-coordinate in this case is negative 1, again, and if I know that p is negative 3, and I know that q is 1, I could even plot these 2 points and count halfway in between. So, in order to find my y-coordinate now, I just use my equation. Y equals 2 times x. What is x? X is the negative 1. 2 times negative 1 plus 3 times negative 1 again minus 1. 2 times negative 2. I don't know what this stray guy's doing here. And it would just multiply all of those guys together. So again, look at your graph. Look at A. What is A? We know what? We're going to open up. So my vertex needs to be below the x-axis, and when I do my math here, I get 2 times negative 2, which is negative 8. So my vertex is at the point negative 1, negative 8. So negative 1, negative 8. So my vertex is here. And when I plot those points and connect these points all together with a curve, not straight lines, because straight lines would be bad for us. But let's see if I can grab him. Here we go. There we go. There's your graph. And notice everything matches up perfect on this. Okay? So that's how you graph in intercept form. Now, you try this one at home. See if you can do it. Find A, find P, find Q, find your axis of symmetry, and connect all those points with a smooth curve. Okay, now we're going to take these vertex form and intercept form equations and turn them into standard form quadratic equations. And what is standard form? Standard form looks like this. ax squared plus bx plus c. So we're now going to get try and eliminate these parentheses so that we just have one set of numbers that make a polynomial. It's not as bad as it sounds. A lot of you guys may remember from previous quadratic stuff that you're going to FOIL, and it's just going to be first times the outer times the inner times the last. So first terms will multiply together, outer terms will multiply together, inner terms will multiply together, and last terms will multiply together. Okay? And once you get all of this done, you will combine the things that are the same. So let's look at what's going on here. So we've got y equals -2, and then do your guys connected by red. X times x is x squared. Do your guys connected by green, that's going to be -8x. Do your guys connected by blue, that's going to be 5x. And do your guys connected by purple, and that's +5 and -8, which make -40. Now, notice inside this that we've got a couple of things that are the same. So our next step would be to combine those terms together so that we have y equals -2 times x squared minus 3x minus 40. Remember, -8 plus 5 will be -3. And then distribute your -2. You've done this before. You've seen it before. You're going to do it a lot here in the next few days. So get comfortable multiplying these guys out. The other thing that we're going to look at is from the vertex form, which is the same but different. And what we're going to look at on this guy is this part right here, this little 2 up here. What does that mean? That means that what I'm really working with is y equals 4 times x minus 1 times x minus 1 plus 9. And to do this guy, we've got to do this part first. Okay? This part needs to be done first. And after he's completed, then we can get on to adding the 9 and the multiplying with the 4. Okay? So again, just like we did on the previous problem, I want to connect these two guys together. I want to multiply these two guys together, my first and my outers. I want to multiply my inners together, and I want to multiply my last terms together. Okay, so this is the setup for this particular guy. What does that give us? It gives us y equals 4 times x squared minus x plus 1, and all I did was move the colors. So I did, here's your green. Let's see, here's green right here. Here's your blue guy right here. Here's your purple guy right here. Here's your red guy right here. So that's all we did. Combine those like terms. So here's a like term and here's a like term. And when you do that, what you're going to end up with is y equals 4 times x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 9. Now distribute your 4 and don't forget your plus 9. So my very last step is to put together the 4 and the 9. And so that's going to be y equals 4x squared minus 8x plus 13. Okay?